I woke up this morning, I've been like all this information flowing in and through me. I've had amazing conversations, and I just want to share this for a minute. Hi, Christy. Hi, Carolyn. Happy anniversary. I'm glad you're here with us today. We'll get started about 20 after, as we always do, but I just wanted to just kind of talk about what is flowing through. I talked yesterday about something I'm participating in that I'm going to be engaged in doing, leading a group, facilitating. I'll say that, holding space for a group to have discussion about right now the movie we're going to start with is 13th, and then the book we're kind of looking at a few books, and what was really funny, I was having a conversation and I was looking at the group that has gathered to do the facilitation, that we were invited to do this. And I just thought, it's interesting where we are today versus where we were a little over 30 days ago. Can we all just take a breath and take that in? And not everybody's in the same place, but I think we can honestly say that we are all in a state of an awakened state in a new way than we were a little over a month ago. So just think about the conversations, your energetic focus, what you have been learning in this period of time. Now, I'm not saying you weren't already engaged in support of, or maybe you were oblivious. It really doesn't matter. I just want you to just take a look at what has happened in a little over 30 days. How much information, how much, like, do you feel like, where are you feeling in this? Because as I sat there looking around, and I thought, this is so interesting. I'm looking around, and it's women like myself, white, middle class, entrepreneurs who have offered to create these spaces for these conversations, who are saying yes to this. And I thought, well, okay, this is interesting. And I feel called to it because I feel called to being willing to be in the conversation. And I'm listening to all of us, and we're having this calling, and inside me, I'm like just having this awareness that there is something that is occurring in such a speedy way. It's more than urgency. It's like just something flipped. And I'll say that for myself, but I'm watching it happen in more and more people. Like just a switch that's flipped. Like, I am going to be awake, or I'm turning the lights on. I'm going to look in the corners, just like fully awake and aware. And I'm wondering if you're noticing this in yourself, like this willingness to be awake, eyes wide open, seeing, hearing, learning, expanding, questioning, willing in this now moment. Is anybody else, like, I know I can't be alone in this. And so as this is happening, it's like George Floyd was a catalyst for this, and not by choice. He didn't go, hey, I'm down with this. This is how I want it. This is what I'm going to do. And yet, like, the exponential impact that has, like a wave, like a it's just like all the way through. And so I'm just so keenly aware of this, and I'm looking not just at that, but then that's not the only thing that has happened. Like we have been shaken for a really long time. Like it's just like and something it was like something happened that like kicked it into a whole new awareness, a whole new willingness. Michelle, you said yes, all awake. And I feel like it's in all of it, like it can't just and so I was talking with somebody this morning, or I was reading, I wasn't really talking with them. I was chatting with them and they were talking about how, and we were talking about this yesterday, how sensitive and aware we're becoming of the world around us, like the buffer zone that has allowed us to kind of just be in that like, okay, I can get through it. I can be busy. I can just focus. I can focus on my world. I'm just going to, get out on Pinterest and come up with a recipe today, whatever, like doing my world. It's like I can't not be of the world. And that requires a completely different vibration and attention than I think we're used to being in. I think most of us. I mean, I will just say I am more tired than I have been. Not fatigued really, just I'm noticing, well, maybe it is kind of a fatigue. It's like a mental exhaustion. And yet I still have stamina, but I feel more exhausted being so awake, being so aware of what I'm doing, how I'm being. What was that thought that just went through my head? How do I respond to this situation? How am I talking about this with my friends? What is the correct response, or what is the best way I can show up in this moment of conflict, or in this moment of celebration? Is it okay to celebrate? What is and it's not about like social okayness. It's like about a resonant okayness. Like, is this how I want to be? Is there some selfishness, some self-aggrandizement? Is there some righteousness that is rising up in me? And so being that aware of self is growing, and then my awareness of what is happening in the world is growing. And so my guess is that you may be experiencing some of this. Right, Michelle, you're saying yes, but I'm guessing most of you are feeling this on some of like more of like I'm going to call it a hyper awareness, hyper awakeness. And it's not necessarily by choice. Like you didn't wake up on Tuesday last week and said, "You know what? I'm so awake. I'm just going to be awake." It's like more like something flipped inside of you. Um Hi, Gail. I'm glad you're on. Michelle, being uncomfortable is exhausting, but that's what I want to be right now. It feels necessary. I agree, right? And so learning how to, it's like, so I know I keep coming back to this practice, but I'm just looking at how, like, I'm being shown over and over again the multifaceted layers as a this practice of this particular meditation of being in this vibrational alignment of coming into our wholeness in the discomfort, right? And can we be uncomfortable and still be whole? Can we have the experience without having to have it be something within us that is in discord or less than or lacking? And that's what I think is emerging. And I just feel called to share that. I think if you're finding this, if you're finding yourself in a state of lacking, if you're finding yourself like I can't find ground, I can't find north on the compass, and you find comfort even in the meditation, but then you get back to every day, la la la, doing whatever we're doing. and we just feel lost again, or we feel overwhelmed, or we feel like we can't find that peace, is there an opportunity to access a different way? And so one of the things that I'm being called to share with you is that if I can help with that, I joke, but I don't really joke. Like, my superpower is clarity. And it's not just clarity as I see it. It's like somewhere, somehow, when I work with people one on one, especially, that I'm able to just kind of go, oh, is this what you mean? And that, yes, aha. And it's not, it's like I have access to experience the wisdom that is trying to emerge in the individual. And so if you're finding yourself feeling lost or overwhelmed or can't quite get into at least a greater awareness of how to navigate or feel close, I just want to extend that to everyone, that sometimes it's not necessarily about reading, or it's not always about coaching. Like, it doesn't always have to be a process. Sometimes it's a pivot, or it's a realignment of energy, or focus, or wording, that just, it's like everything goes click. Okay, now I can move forward. And so if you're feeling called to that, it's just a reminder that that is available. Um, because sometimes we suffer, and we think that the suffering and the discomfort have to go hand in hand. And I haven't been finding that. I have been finding that it's a little bit different. Hi, Angeline. Hi, Gail. Hi, Angela. If I didn't say hi, I apologize, everybody. Um, but I don't find that it has to be a miserable or a hard or an excruciating experience. So, what would it be like if it was fine and you are experiencing discomfort? A friend of mine or the other day, maybe it was yesterday, was talking about um like she had a dream that she was going to put on being directed that discomfort is coming, and it's like putting on an itchy wool sweater in July, or in the week that we're having right now. Can you guys imagine putting on an itchy wool sweater today and having to walk around and live your life? And we'd be like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Just the thought of it gives me itchy. Like, I start breaking out in welts thinking about it, right? And so there's this idea that discomfort means pain. And I think discomfort is being re aligned in our consciousness. That discomfort is simply that which keeps us willing to keep moving, to not get settled, right? To that it kind of keeps, it's like an agitation. If you think about stirring things up in water, and water is moving and it's continually being agitated, right? What's happening is nothing has the ability to settle, or to like, if you think about I actually like this metaphor. Like, in the winter, in the ponds that we have, sometimes they have these agitators in the ponds that allow the ice not to form, so that the ducks, so that life can continue, so the birds have access to the water that they need, and that it allows, the aeration. Maybe it's called aeration, but I'll call it an agitator, right? So it keeps things stirred up. It can be both negative and positive. But what's really nice about this is, if we think about it in those terms, is that it keeps us open, it keeps us willing, it keeps us kind of in the idea that, rather than expecting that things should settle, that we recalibrate our expectation that this is kind of the way I want it to be. I want to be in this vibration. Michelle, you said, while I do the dishes, fold the laundry, I turn on uncomfortable conversations, podcasts, Instagram, NPR, that awaken me. Previously, I would have just skipped right over those conversations. I'm breathing and listening and practicing being present. Brilliant. Brilliant. Like, put yourself in the situation and practice. I love that. Hi, Terry. Welcome. Um, Kathy, we introverts may have more uncomfortable time. And if someone like you can help us see and explain what we are feeling, I think it is about coming to that, and because we have a lot of story. right? We build a lot of story around what discomfort is. Think about when something comes along and you feel like, ooh, well, I wonder what's up. And immediately we go to, what is it? What could that be? We're immediately, instead of, oh, of course I'm feeling like whatever that is, so be it. Our response usually isn't that. The habit mind is to go, what is that all about? And if it's really intense, we go, oh my God, what is that? And we respond and kind of expect it to have to be something. And it's in that expectation, that reaction, that we are looking for the thing instead of being in the, well, I wonder what that's about. Okay, and on I go with my day and just breathe into it. Experience, wow, I really felt a, s- a huge wave of sadness right now. Is that mine? No, I don't feel sad right now. Nothing, I don't feel triggered personally. I just feel like this wave of sadness just washed over. Oh, just to breathe into it, just to be in it, just to vibrate in it, and to honor the experience and trust that just as quickly as it came, it will likely leave. But needing to know why we experienced it is truly unnecessary. When we get right to it, unless it's revealed to us, like, oh my gosh, it's my neighbor who has cancer and their kids are over there, and I feel that, I'm tending to that. I feel it in my space now. Now I have some awareness. I might want to do something about that. I might want to send prayers. I might want to, emit, just really beautiful, positive energy that way, whatever. But other than that, it's just an experience. And so what we're doing is we're recalibrating our habit mind, our habit responses, our habit reactions, and coming into this now moment. We can do that through the breath. We can come into this and start to trust ourselves more, start to trust our inner wisdom, start to trust that part of us that's waking up. And um, I think we're waking up on so many levels, so many levels. And that waking up isn't like we wake up and we get it. I just need to share that. Like, there's kind of this thing like, oh, well, we'll get it and then it'll all just be over and we'll just go on about our business. And I feel like it's like being willing to get whatever it is in the moment and to be willing to stay with it because something more might be revealed. Oh, I am in the process of getting all of it, all of the it's, and realizing that the it is not out here, but it's also within. It's this different vibration. I know I'm talking a lot today, but I just felt called to share this. Michelle, you said I would describe myself 100% as an introvert and an empath. I would too, based on our conversations, Michelle. So I will affirm this. The untethered soul and Nia have helped me view discomfort from a neutral place and has been so freeing. I agree. I mean, that book, it's just a way of seeing what our response is, right? And where we need to be in that. And I think understanding or coming to the experience, if we are whole, right? Which we are, but let's just hold that as a posit, right? We'll just think that, let's posit this, right? Let's hold this idea. If we are whole, and if we vibrate in this wholeness, then our responses to what is happening around us that triggers us is triggering a story, not truth, right? Because if we hold the energy of wholeness in our being, then there is nothing that is true that would make us feel in any way lacking, right? Or be truth in that feeling of lacking. It is simply just a trigger of a story in which there was a piece of us or a part of us that believed that we were not whole, that we were broken, that we were apart. And so it's in the vibration of wholeness that we are acclimating to a new way of experiencing the world. And it's in that acclimation that we are that there is that we get this new way emerging in our consciousness of how to respond, how to be. I just think I just it gives me great hope. Let's put it that way. Like it gives me such joy and hope. Um, it's not just about the discomfort, it's about what is our response to the discomfort. And if you're finding yourself like really struggling with that, if you're finding like there's something that you're blocking or that let's have a conversation. Um, because struggle's optional. Suffering actually really is optional, and we can choose to be in this. And so the more that we are, the more that we come from this place, the more that we are awakening to our own wholeness, the more that we are holding this vibration not just for ourselves but for every single human being who holds this vibration of lacking or less than or unworthiness, you know? And it changes the consciousness of our planet. And it's not to I'm not bypassing pain or trauma at all. At all. It's just if we can access that, then we can look at the pain and trauma from a completely different place. And how what is our response to that for ourselves and for the whole? Um, just I'm gonna have to go back and listen to this what I just said because it's there's something in there uh, that is new. Mm, okay, sorry. Just sometimes I like stuff flows through me so quickly that I don't even know. But shall we? Because it is the last day of June and we should breathe and we should be in community together right now. So let's take a couple of deep breaths. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, Robin. Hello, Cindy. Hello, I'm glad you guys are all here. Thank you for joining us. So let's take a couple of deep breaths. And sometimes when I'm, thinking or having all these experiences, I just so you guys know, if you're just joining me, what I do is I'll just shake my head like I'm clearing an Etch-a-Sketch, you shake it. So I'm just shaking it out. Um, and being in this present experience. And let's breathe. Breathing in, breathing out. I imagine that we're breathing in light and appreciation and love into our body. Just feeling that move right in with the breath into every cell of our body. And as we exhale, relaxing. Inhaling, and we just feel the nourishment and the vibration of abundance moving into our body, awakening and enlivening every part of us, feeling so good in that appreciation that it's abundant and exponential. We feel stretched and nourished and enlightened. And as we exhale, we just relax into that experience. Breathing in again and relaxing. Now, as we breathe in, let us just breathe in and feel ourselves falling back away from our thoughts. Just falling away. that inner knowing, that inner wisdom, just being brought to that still, quiet place within. I often imagine myself falling back into a pile of down feathers or a big giant white beanbag that just captures that part of me, that whole place where I can just rest easily. Not worrying about where my thoughts are or my emotions, just letting them be and breathing fully into this quiet place. Being in this present moment, just being still, quiet, present. Just coming to this place is enough sometimes. When we're feeling overwhelmed or uncertain, we can get here so quickly. It is in this place that we have access to all that we need, open to inspiration, open to our inner wisdom, willing to see what is beyond our knowing. And we breathe. And as we breathe, we bring our attention to this physical body. This physical body that carries us through each and every day has been our vehicle through this life. It has grown and changed and evolved as we have grown and changed and evolved. And we just breathe and experience all of the love and appreciation for this body. It's working always in divine operation, keeping us alive, ensuring that we are able to be and do and think and feel and experience. Our mind ensuring that the electrical impulses move through our nervous system to every cell, every organ, every part of our body, ensuring that every part of us is operating in what is life-giving. Every cell of our heart beating in rhythm, pumping the blood through our body, carrying nourishment to the cells and carrying waste away from the cells. And not once do we have to think about it. Our lungs breathing evenly, deeply, welcoming in oxygen as we inhale and exhaling carbon dioxide on the exhale. Every muscle holding us in this perfectly comfortable position, knowing exactly how to do this without us having to think about it. Everything in perfect order. Every cell working in concert with all of the cells of the organ or the tissue, ensuring that they are functioning together. And every organ, every bit of tissue working with all of the other organs in harmony, allowing us to be here now, alive and functioning. And we see and feel and experience the rhythm, the harmony, the flow, the interdependence that allows all of this to work effortlessly. We are awash in appreciation, feeling that love and appreciation wash over and through our physical body. We extend our awareness outward into our energetic field that surrounds this body. Always having been here, we are now more keenly aware of it. We feel it moving, flowing around and through us, like our own personal atmosphere. All of our chakras spinning efficiently, completely. The energy flowing outward. It is in this energy field that we experience other. This is where we experience the world around us before our senses. We experience the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions, the physicalness of our brothers and sisters. We feel the matter and the vibration of the earth and the creatures that live here, both seen and unseen. Feeling the spirit, the angelics moving in and through us. Those who are not in physical form. They touch us and we experience it in this way. Our knowing activated, setting for the vibration within us, awakening our awareness. And we breathe. We breathe in and we feel the resonance of our vessel, the resonance of our energetic field, vibrating in harmony with that which is good, that which is God and divine in each and every one of us, holding a vibration effortlessly. And it is in this resonance that we are both amplifying and magnifying to that which is good and that which is not resonant. We are blind to this energy. We are unseen. Our energy resonant far outside of our vessel. But the experience of being in, around, and near us allows others to resonate in vibrational harmony with our being. And we breathe. Our energy field porous, allowing life to move in and through us that we may be of this world. Allowing our experience to expand beyond the self. and trusting in our resonance, trusting in our awareness that what we experience is good, that what we experience is in resonance with what is good for our being, what is good with us. And we relax in our trust, in the experience of what it is to vibrate in this way. It is from here that we bring our attention beneath our feet to our connection with Mother Earth. We are tethered to her and have always been since before our birth. We are connected to Mother Earth. It's like an umbilical cord that runs from the very depth of her to our energetic field, forever nurturing us and nourishing us with her love, giving us home and place, allowing this vibration to wash up and over and through us, warm and red and thick, moving in and through our vessel, that we may feel the gentle tug of gravity on every cell of our being. We are hers, and we breathe. In her love, we experience all that she gives us every moment of our lives. Ground to walk upon, atmosphere in which to breathe and grow, a home, water, all of the nutrients our body requires. And we feel this love of place, of belonging, wash into every part of our vessel, every part of our awareness, bringing comfort and completion to those parts of us who have felt lost, uncertain, unworthy, unloved, washing over and through us. We are full in our belonging, and we breathe, allowing this experience to wash through our awareness. And feeling our appreciation rise up in our vessel. But as we breathe, it emanates and resonates out of our vessel, awakening our nature, connecting us with all that she has given us. And we love abundantly. And it is in this abundance that we raise our attention above our head to our connection with the quantum field. Open wide, our vessel is like a tulip or chalice. Open wide to receive the divine light of spirit as it washes over and through us. Crystalline and golden, it washes down and through our vessel, pouring into us the light of all that is. From the infinite field of possibility, the Christ consciousness, the essence of all of creation, the essence of what we create with. We breathe it into our vessel. And as we inhale, we feel the bright, vibrant, refreshing energy of mint opening us up wider to receive this light, this energy into our body, expanding us, increasing our capacity to breathe, expanding our capacity to be in this now moment. We breathe in abundance. And as we breathe, we experience fulfillment, what it is to be fulfilled in the breath. And as we exhale, we relax more, opening ourselves fully to receive and to share, that our container is abundant and resonant in the light of the Christ consciousness. We resonate in this light fully. The boundaries of our vessel dissipating as we resonate outward. And we breathe, feeling the expanse of washing over us, through us. Being completely surrendered to the experience. And as we breathe, we feel our power rising up within us. Crystalline blue energy rising up from the core of our being, moving outward, following the energetic vibration of our bones, amplifying all of this light times 10, times 100, times 1,000, times 10,000. And we breathe and experience the power of our being, the inherent power within as we amplify this vibration, allowing ourselves to be in this expression. This power is inherent in our being. It cannot be taken or given, but in the breath it is awakened. And we breathe. And we open ourselves to experience truth resonating in our body. Again, from the very core of us, we experience this vibration as though a tuning fork has been struck within us, vibrating clearly, loudly, intensely through our body. Green moves through us that we may know truth, that we may experience it in our vessel. Moving through every part of our body. And it is in this that we open fully. to receiving the love, the creative force of the Christ consciousness into the core of our vessel, awakening, creating the spark that we may see and experience the divine blueprint of who we are, the creative force that we are, as this love moves through every cell of our being, emanating outward, shaping the world around us, utilizing our thoughts, our emotions as tools. We feel the power within us, deeper, more prominent than the thoughts in the mind. And we breathe. And like a breeze, harmony washes in and through us, this beautiful, bright, pink peach color that washes over and through us like a gentle wave, blowing through every part of us, blowing in between our cells, in between the molecules, and in between the subatomic particles of us. We breathe as we are shaped and changed forever in the vibration of harmony. This vibration realigning our polarity, the very makeup of our being shaped, opening us more fully to the divine, more fully to our divinity, to our power, to truth that resides within. Mm, that we resonate with what is life-giving, what is in harmony with the love that created us, with the love that created all of this. We breathe and feel the love, the grace, the ease that washes over and through us. It is in this vibration that we feel whole and complete. We breathe and feel our wholeness, feeling our power. We breathe, acclimating to this experience, aware of the truth in who we are, aware in the limitations of our thoughts, our stories, and it is without judgment that we bear witness to them. Honoring that which is true in this now moment, that which we are facing, experiencing. And we breathe in and extend grace. to ourselves, to our thoughts, to our habits. And is it in this experience that new ways emerge? We are open to the possibility of who it is and what it is we are becoming. More than our thoughts can grasp, more than our emotions can feel. And yet it is in our experience. And as we come into this vibration, we're accessing I am, the I am that I am. Breathe and feel this resonate in your wholeness. I am. I am. I am. Beautiful breathers of light, stay in this vibration as we share with you these words. You are being given access in this now moment to feel, to experience fully this expanded state of being, vibrating in the wholeness of your being, allowing every cell of your body to recognize this, allowing your energetic field to be in resonance with this truth. As you breathe in, allow it to wash over and through you, dear ones. Your mind, your emotions are tools that you have been using more than their intention. Your thoughts will tell you otherwise. They will tell you stories, dear ones. And yet, in this vibration, in this experience, every part of you, including your mind, your heart, your physical form, your energetic being, is resonating in truth. The more that you come to this, the more that your mind and your emotions will acclimate to this vibration, trusting that what comes from this vibration is of the highest order, is given greater priority in the discernment process of your mind. Every breath you are practicing in this, helping to bring the habit of how you use your mind into correct form. Breathe and feel this wash through you. As you come to this, you will come to trust more your power, your capability to feel and experience the world around you. without having to be lost in it, to be washed over by it. Your value is unquestionable. You are a child of God. And it is in this vibration that you come to know this. We breathe and honor you. We honor the truth in you, that which is emerging and awakening in your consciousness, awakening through the breath, trusting that this is indeed opening your vessel to experience the world in new ways, perhaps more acutely than you are used to. But it is in this I am presence, this I am experience, this wholeness that you will come to know that it is not capable of diminishing, harming, or causing difficulty for you. All of this is a story that has kept you from willingly accessing this vibration. We are now blessing you with a third eye opening. You may choose whether or not you wish to receive this. You may continue to experience some pressure. We would encourage you to drink water and to breathe through this. What you may perceive as a headache is truly an opening. And with many openings, it can feel challenging. We encourage you to allow this. It may take several hours, dear ones. Breathe and honor yourself. Be in this now moment and trust that what is emergent in your vessel is only here to help you access your greater awareness. Allow yourself to take some deep breaths. Coming to your physical form. Coming back to this present experience. Bringing your hands in front of you, gently rubbing them together. Bringing the palms of your hands up to your eyes and gently opening your eyes back into this time and space. You are awake, renewed, energized, clear, allowing, welcoming you back. Wow. I feel like this whole part of my head is like being like this. I don't know if you are, but I am having that experience. I have had third eye opening experiences, and this felt very different. Felt like a boom, like just can't explain it. Like it's like just huge. I don't know if you're also experiencing that. What was interesting about the meditation today that I was keenly aware of is that it was completely brought into our personal experience, this now experience, our embodiment. And it wasn't about bringing our attention outside of our personal experience. And it was kind of, I kept hearing this, like, you have to put your own seatbelt on, you have to put your own mask on first, you have to take good care of this vessel. And I'm curious to know how many of you may be really focused externally on how you are helping others, and perhaps not being as attentive to yourself, to your being. And this feels like the invitation. So over the next few days, really thinking about what do you need to do to really bring yourself to a very present place as much as possible, to be willing, to be open, to be clear, so that you can be of service, greater service, right? It's like what is emerging in your awareness that is creating, like, where are you feeling resistance, or where are you feeling, where's the old stories about perfection or needing to get it right rising up in your awareness, or the other story is not until, I can't do this until, right? I can't have that until. Just paying attention to where you're kind of, where you might feel more expansive for everyone else, but not for yourself. So this is where that practice is. You can go right in. You can go right in 5 breaths. Be right to that center place, right to that point of clarity. Brianna, you said burning around the hairline in a good way, right? I feel that lotus opening. Oh, yeah, I love that, Terry. And then Mary Jo said it was like a flash on the lens of a camera. Yeah, very intense. And the pressure is, I mean, it's not like I have a headache. It's not like I'm going like this, but I can feel like this different kind of pressure happening.